My name is Elaine Davey. I'm a transition specialist here at Lawrence High School. We are very excited about the collaboration from many of our community partners to open this Welcome Center. The Welcome Center is a place where students and families can go to learn about community services that they may benefit from. This project took about a year to develop. It was a partnership with each of our state agencies and the City of Lawrence. I'm gonna introduce Chris Marchese. He is the manager of our Welcome Center.
The Merrimack Valley Welcome Center is conveniently located on the Riverwalk on Merrimack Street. It's right above the DTA office, so there's access to the street level. And it is also open for in-person, telephone, or Zoom appointments. What's nice about it is that you can make your own appointments and get an in-person consultation, and you can find natural supports across Western Merrimack Valley and Greater Lawrence. So normally it's open the second Tuesday of every month. However, I'm the manager there, so if a person needs to be more amenable to time or needs to find a different day, I can meet with them in person or over Zoom or over telephone. We can help get them intaked into a state agency such as DMH, DDS, or Massability. CRC, the Community Justice Center in Lawrence, is another resource that is open from the Merrimack Valley. So some of the benefits of the Welcome Center is that it offers a streamlined intake process into these government agencies. It can be a very strenuous process for a lot of families and individuals. However, having someone face-to-face to sit with and talk it out with them, the benefit of that shouldn't be discounted. We can match a student with a service coordinator, and we can get them started that day. What I provide as well is that through Northeast ARC, we have a lot of resources in the community for things such as inclusive activities, guided mentoring, things like that to help the student through the transition process. The individualized support and the convenient website signups, the flexibility of the appointments, that is what's really nice about the Welcome Center, is that we can find whatever the student needs. And having a face-to-face conversation in English or Spanish, depending on whatever the language is, it's just a really great drop-in center that the student can learn more about what sort of service models they need.
One of the things that I really want to highlight for Lawrence Public Schools is we have added a layer of transition planning from our middle school to high school. And so when we're working with students and families and their child has an intellectual disability, autism, a major mental health need, we can now introduce those students and parents to services when those students are much younger. So when we're working through the IEP and getting up to the age of 688, it is our hope that those families have already learned about the Department of Developmental Services or the Department of Mental Health. We have a partnership with the Court Service Center. So if a family is considering guardianship, we have a very good relationship to send parents there and get some support through that difficult process. So as we said, the Welcome Center is about connecting students and families. So families are empowered with knowledge before they need the service. They're empowered about relationships and connections before their students are applying. These are the community partners that have been a part of the development of the Welcome Center. I'm going to go over some facts and questions. Who qualifies for the Welcome Center? Anybody that wants to learn about the adult agencies. This is a free service. Families can go and have a free 30-minute consultation with a representative from any of these state agencies, the Court Service Center. It does not require funding to have that appointment or insurance. There are multiple ways that families can apply. They can call to have a consultation. They can scan through the website. They can set up an appointment online through the website, and we're going to show you what that looks like.
If you go to the website, which is merrimackvalleywelcomecenter.com, this is the page you'll see, and you click the Get Started button up here in the top right corner. And then it goes to a Calendly calendar, and then you select the date that is available, which is the second Tuesday of the month. And there are 30-minute consultations from 9 to 4:30 p.m., I believe. You enter your name, email, and what sort of services you're looking for, and a email gets sent to me so I know to get set up for that next meeting. And depending on if they need DMH or DDS or any other service, we have a service coordinator sit in on the meeting, and they can provide more info that is relevant to the state agency and whatever service models that they provide. And if there are other options within the Lawrence community that can be fulfilled by a community group, a nonprofit, I do research on them, I connect with them, and I provide that option to the student.